Hi guys, Stacy Robertson with Tea Market. So here's a question. I've been drinking a lot of matcha and was excited to see the studies that suggest it may actually have some antiviral qualities. What is the difference between ceremonial grade matcha and culinary grade matcha? Both in the physical process of harvesting and processing and nutritional qualities as well. I use ceremonial grade to drink. Is it okay to use culinary grade to cook with? I noticed some culinary grades actually have additives like brown rice. What's up with that? She says. Good question, Carrie. All right, so we carry ceremonial grade matcha at Tea Market, and I always tell everyone it's the only one I sell because it is the one that I trust my own health to. I have done a deep dive into different companies that sell matcha, the ways that matcha is processed, and the way that it's grown, what companies are really doing it safely and creating the very best product that is the most efficacious for human health. So first of all, what is ceremonial grade? You know, it's a really good question because there really aren't any formal regulations except for this. Ceremonial grade will assure you that it was at least grown in Japan, and hopefully according to the traditional way in which matcha is grown. If you want to learn a whole lot more about that, you can check out teamarket.com under the videos tab. I actually have a mini matcha tea class, and so you can learn a whole lot more information there. But ceremonial grade lets us know that it is grown in Japan, and the one that we sell, our Aya ceremonial grade, is definitely grown in what's referred to as the cradle of matcha, the home of matcha, where it was absolutely invented or created, if you will. And so that is the matcha that we have. It is definitely grown in Japan. It is definitely made according to the ancient traditions of making matcha. And what matcha is basically is extremely high quality Japanese green tea that's been shade grown. They actually erect black fabric over the tea plants to shade them so that they have to work super hard to get their chlorophyll, to get their sunlight rather, and that forces a ton of chlorophyll into the resulting product. So matcha should look like this. How could anything that vibrant green not be good for you? If it is a tiny bit less vibrant in that, it isn't what you want for your health. This is the genuine article. This is the real deal. Like I said, this is the one that I trust my own health to. And the other thing, ceremonial grade matcha is intended for using in Japanese tea ceremony, and it is definitely intended for drinking. And so these are some of the things that separate ceremonial grade matcha. We actually have a Matcha Starter Kit on the website at teamarket.com, and in it you will get this beautiful little 30-gram tin of our beautiful ceremonial grade matcha, a one perfect cup of matcha, tea measuring spoon, and our sifter. And this is really important because great quality ceremonial grade matcha is so full of amino acids and essential oils that it's clumpy. It sort of clumps together. And it's a wonderful thing to just give it a super quick sift like that. And you will turn this clumpy powder that sticks together. So if you've ever bought matcha and you've tried to stir it in a cup with a spoon and thought, oh my gosh, this stuff is terrible, you know, just taking a couple of seconds and sifting it makes a huge difference. Look at that silky smooth powder that we have now. So this is what ceremonial grade matcha should look like. The other thing that characterizes ceremonial grade matcha is that it is the first flush, meaning tea plants don't die, they are evergreen, but they do have a period of time where they grow dormant, you know, like grass in your yard. It doesn't grow for a period of time. And then when the spring comes and it creates this new flush, and that is the first flush. And so ceremonial grade matcha, good quality ceremonial grade matcha, should come from that first flush. It's often known as the first tea, or in Japan, ichiban cha, which means number one tea. And so ceremonial grade is that first harvest, which we really get all of those vibrant nutrients. And is it antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory? If you want to learn more about the health benefits of matcha, there's a lot more information in that video on our website that I already referenced. And then if you'd like, you can email me and I will send you our 4-page handout for the matcha class that has lots of details, lots of wonderful information and pages about the wonderful health benefits of matcha. And so the way that we prepare it, we're simply going to pour water, hot water, not boiling. I like somewhere between 160 and 180 for preparing matcha. You can kind of make it to your taste. And we just pour the water over just enough to get it going, and using the bamboo whisk. This is the perfect thing. It's an ancient tool, still works the best, and you just give it a little sip. So the other thing about ceremonial grade matcha is you are really assured of high quality. I love this company that we get it from because I get all kinds of test data every month from batches that they harvest and produce. And so I'm really, really assured of the quality. And so to Carrie's question is a good one in terms of how do you know if you have a good quality product or not. And that is a really good reason for getting to know your tea merchant, okay? Because you need to have a trusted resource in these things. Like I said, I sell this one because it is the one that I trust my own health to. All right, so ceremonial grade, top quality. It should taste naturally sweet and earthy with a strong green tea flavor. It is naturally clumpy, as I said, that's its nature and what it should look like. And the nice thing about it is you can drink it if you don't think that you particularly like the taste, because it is grassy and vegetal. That is its nature. You're consuming the whole tea plant that has been stone ground into a powder. Another thing that I love about matcha in Aya Matcha, they actually have granite stone machines that grind the tea leaves into a powder in the ancient way that was done by hand, and they replicate the speed at which a human could do it. Anything else could go too fast, create too much friction, and deplete the nutrients. So it's really, really important, the processing. And like I said, guys, I've done a lot of research, done my homework. This is the one, and I love it, and I hope you do too. So the nice thing about it is once you've emulsified the powder into tea, this is what it looks like. And if you're into grassy things that are very, very earthy and vegetal, you might like it just like this. If you like things that are lighter and more delicate, no problem. All you do is add more water to it. You're simply diluting it, and that doesn't matter at all, because what matters is that you get 1 cup of matcha inside you every day for optimal wellness. Now, what is culinary grade? So culinary grade is used a lot for cooking and baking and that type of thing. Unfortunately, I don't sell a culinary grade matcha because they're way less expensive, but quality matters. And I just don't sell it because I don't want somebody to buy it because it's less expensive and think that they're getting this. Because I talk a lot about how matcha has transformed not only my health, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of my customers who love it and drink it every single day. And if you are drinking the culinary grade expecting to get these benefits, they're not there. So culinary grade really just refers to powdered green tea. It doesn't have to be from Japan. It certainly isn't from the cradle of the tea matcha growing region of Japan, like ceremonial grade. And it is a super fine powder that isn't clumpy. So that tells you right there that it doesn't have all those wonderful essential oils and those components that cause it to be a little clumpy like that. And so it is fine for cooking. It will turn things green if you like. It will give them an earthy flavor. It's typically harvested in the summer or later in the year, so it's not that ichiban cha, that vibrant first flush. It's later in the season. And those are a lot of good teas that are produced in Japan later in the season that are lovely. But in terms of if you are looking for bang for your matcha buck and getting the real deal, this is the way to go. If you would like it, you can do all kinds of things. That video that I already referenced, I make 5 different drinks in that video. So if you want to know how to make fun drinks, you can do that. But honestly, it's as easy as adding your favorite. We use organic unsweetened almond milk at T-Bar and froth and steam that. You can add it to that. Add a little honey. I know Carrie, one of the things that she loves to do is add a drop of peppermint essential oil to make it absolutely delicious. So there's all kinds of things that we can do to make matcha suit your palate. And that's the most important thing. If you want to be a person who loves to live healthy through all of these wonderful antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, You know, it helps reduce your risk of cancer, all kinds of things in being a regular matcha drinker because of the antioxidants and the polyphenols and catechins that are so wonderfully good for us. And so if you want to enjoy that, having the first ceremonial grade is the way to go. We do sell 30-gram tin and 100-gram bag. They're both available on the website. We have a Matcha Loyalty program where every time you buy matcha from us, you get 10% off. And then we have a little card that we keep on file for you that we can mark it off whenever you do that. And if you buy 9, you get a 10th one free. And so this is the way I like mine. If you like yours a little more diluted, you can simply add more water to it and make it to your taste. If you like it hotter, go ahead and prepare your matcha this way and then add some hotter water to it to make it hotter for your palate. And then if you like it to have a different flavor, the other day instead of whisking my matcha with hot water, I actually did it, I brewed oolong goddess. I made our delicious oolong goddess and I made it with that instead. And it tasted absolutely delicious to me. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much. That's delicious. Thank you very much.